Kerala Finance Minister Thomas Isaac has announced a 6-point program to strengthen the education sector of the state. Isaac, in his budget speech, pointed out that the universities in the state would be raised to national level within 5 years. Also, the minister declared Rs 2,000 crore for the development of universities. The fund for this will be allocated from KIFBI. The 2021 Kerala budget offers Rs 1,000 crores outlay for affiliated colleges in the state. The minister said the government is planning to set up 30 centers of excellence in existing universities. New post-doctoral fellowships will be provided to encourage research. Meanwhile, 35 lakh people will be given job opportunities in the higher education sector. 800 vacancies in the higher education sector will be filled instantly. The budget offers Rs 35 crore to implement Kerala Innovation Project. 197 new courses will be established in universities. The name of Dr. Palpu will be given to the new research section of Kerala University of Health Sciences. The finance minister announced that the laptop distribution project of the state government will be expanded in a way that every household in the state will have access to a laptop. BPL families will be able to purchase laptops at a subsidy of 25% and those classified as financially vulnerable will get free laptops. Additionally, 3.5 lakh students in the state will get access to digital study materials. Rs 100 crore will be allocated to Employment Guarantee Scheme. An average of 75 days of employment will be guaranteed and 3 lakh people will be provided employment under the Employment Guarantee Scheme. Kerala Finance Minister Thomas Isaac said on Friday he was presenting the last budget of the current LDF government. 8 lakh jobs would be created in 2021-22 and KIFBI projects worth 15,000 crore would be completed this year, Minister said. The budget offers 18 crore to housewives for self-employment schemes and 98 crore for training. The minister assured that poverty will be eradicated completely in the state. Isaac proposed micro-planning to identify, register and provide poor families with jobs, ration cards and health cards, while proposing steps for poverty eradication. Integration of poverty alleviation schemes was mooted. Rs 6,000 crore will be allocated for poverty alleviation programs over 5 years. Rs 175 crore has been allotted for the housing scheme for the scheduled castes. Houses will be provided to 4,000 scheduled castes and 12,000 scheduled tribes under Life Mission scheme. Rs 1,500 crore was kept aside for the fisheries sector and Rs 250 crore for coastal development. 10,000 families in coastal areas would be provided houses under various schemes, the minister said. New constructions made using government funds will ensure that differently abled people will have barrier-free access to them, Isaac said. Allocation of Rs 30 crore was made for geriatric care facilities. The finance minister announced slaughter waste-free program for local bodies under the Total Sanitation Mission. Honorarium of all local body members will be hiked by 1,000, earmarking Rs 75 crore for replantation of coconut trees, the minister mooted. The development of coconut clusters to promote the manufacture of value-added coconut products. Support price was announced for coffee farmers. Kudumbashree, he announced, would set up a network of coffee machines and kiosks for Wayanad coffee. Rs 258 crore was allocated for farm mechanization and horticultural development.
He said that all welfare pensions would be increased to Rs 1,600 per month. This will come into effect from April. The state will create 8 lakh job vacancies ahead of the upcoming fiscal year. Local bodies will be granted Rs 1,000 crore for development activities. In the health department, around 4,000 new posts will be created. The government will also implement Rs 15,000 crore KIFBI project in the state in the coming year. The minimum price of rubber has been made Rs 170. During the speech, the finance minister also criticized the central government and central agencies. He pointed out that many steps taken by the centre had worsened the financial crisis in Kerala. He also hinted at the centre's move against KIFBI. Other highlights of the budget include better internet service at low cost, free internet for BPL families, first phase of K-Phone project to be completed in February, all homes to get access to laptop, e-health, e-commerce to be strengthened, job seekers information will be made available on digital platform, loan for job seekers and for those buying computers, 20 lakh jobs in digital platform in 5 years, procurement price of paddy to be increased to rupees 28, procurement price of coconut to be increased by rupees 5 to make it rupees 32, special employment scheme for women, 50 lakh blue and white card holders to get 10 kg of rice at rupees 15 per kg, 40 crore for implementation of Food Security Act, home delivery for the elderly taking medicines for lifestyle diseases, facilities for differently abled people in all government funded buildings, rupees 60 crore for special schools, rupees 2 crore for renovation of barber shops, rupees 100 crore for welfare and development of backward class, rupees 10 crore for Pratibha Theeram project, housing for more people via Life Mission, rupees 100 crore for construction of sea wall at Cherthala and Chellanam areas, rupees 250 crore for coastal development, rupees 100 crore for tourism marketing, rupees 98 crore for industrial training, rupees 6 crore for self-employment rehabilitation for differently abled, rupees 10 crore for welfare of guest workers, rupees 100 crore for labor commissionerate, additional rupees 5 crore to Bamboo Development Corporation, rupees 4 crore for handicraft sector, rupees 52 crore for choir sector, train services to be revived at Munnar, rupees 10 crore for heritage project in Thiruvananthapuram, interest-free loan for tourism entrepreneurs, priority for startups in government tenders, rupees 250 crore for public sector undertakings, rupees 150 crore Kiffbee help to Kerala State Drugs and Pharmaceutical Limited, rupees 22 crore for development of Techno Park, 36 crore for Info Park and 12 crore for Cyber Park, 6 types action program for startup industries. In case of loss, 50% will be borne by the government. Welfare fund for employees from February, rupees 100 crore for Ayangali Employment Guarantee Scheme, Champions Boat League to be resumed, rupees 20 crore to be granted for this, rupees 50,000 crore for 3 industrial corridors, a library in memorial of PG and PKV at Aluva UC College, Thrissur Medical College will be converted into a campus medical college, rupees 100 crore for employment scheme for expatriates, special Confederation of Kerala Tourism Industry and CII Tourism panel have informed that the entire tourism industry in Kerala was welcoming the budget presented by Kerala Finance Minister Thomas Isaac on Friday. Confederation Chairman E.M. Najib lauded rupees 100 crore budget allocation for tourism marketing and an allocation of an additional rupees 25 crore for marketing in order to boost domestic tourism. Welfare Fund Board for tourism staff is a good move by allotting budget shares to heritage tourism including Muziris. Kerala will be able to attract students from various states and international tourists interested in history and culture of Kerala. These projects will give a boost to Kerala's tourism industry, he said. Earlier during his budget speech, Finance Minister Thomas Isaac had stated that action will be taken to revive tourism sector, which is badly hit by the pandemic. For this purpose, loan with relaxations in interest is already given to tourism entrepreneurs along with the loan to purchase houseboats. Rupees 35 crore is sanctioned to give salary to KTDC staff. Tourism marketing wing is functioning effectively for reviving tourism. Rupees 25 crore will be allotted to renovate the tourism sector in Kerala. Top priority has been given to Heritage Spice Route Tourism Project. Apart from Muziris, Alappuzha, Thalassery heritage projects, Thiruvananthapuram and Kozhikode will be included in the project. The state budget has reserved rupees 40 crore for these projects. A special fund of rupees 10 crore is allotted for Thiruvananthapuram heritage project. Apart from promoting tourism, the projects aim to create an opportunity for informal education and make everyone aware of Kerala's legacy. Hence, opportunities will be created for children to take a tour to the Muziris project site. Rupees 5 crore has been reserved for such study tours. The minister had informed the assembly. The finance minister said that the state government was also considering options to resume train service to Munnar. A discussion was held with Tata estate owners and steps were taken to acquire land for the rail works. Thomas Isaac also added that the budget reserved rupees 117 crore